Hello guys, this is DesolateSmiles and I'm about to build you a tree. It's not just like any average tree. Like, look at those trees over there. You can see them back there, those little dark oaks. And they look pretty cool, but you know, you always want them custom trees up in your place, right? Makes you look fancy schmancy. So I'll clear out a little area and we'll get started on that, okay? Okay, I'm back, and I cleared out a little area. I also decided to put on these shaders. Just makes everything look super nice. But yeah, it does bring the frame rate down a little bit, but not too much that I'm concerned about it. So for your tree, you're gonna want to pick your wood, and you're gonna want to pick your leaves. So I'm just gonna use dark oak because that's my favorite. And we're kind of in the area where dark oaks are. And then I'll use oak leaves. So let's just start with the basic shape. So I kind of want this one to hang over, you know. We could have it right over here. And you just want to envision it at first. So right now, I kind of just want this tree to hang over into the water. Like it goes up and then hangs over. So we're going to do that. And we're just going to make the shape out of logs. Or out of dirt, actually. Here. And we'll go like this. Kind of goes up and then it goes out. This way. You kind of got to get used to making these organic shapes that aren't perfectly straight, you know, because when you do that, that's really how you do it. So that kind of looks right. We could have roots coming out down here. Yeah, let's do that. So what I do is, once I do one of these things, what's happening there? There we go. I just kind of line everything with the log, just to get like a trunk going, you know. And we'll do that real quick. So at about this point, it starts to turn. So you can start to make this the way you want it to be. So like right now, I should pop that out right there. And that. There we go. Just to start it going out. Okay, now look at that. That's a nice little shape. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. That's a nice little shape, right? Yeah, for your tree. I know it looks kind of funky, you know, but now that we have that, we're going to kind of build up the base, because no tree just has, like, goes straight into the ground. Well, some do, but, you know, this one shall not. Okay, so now you kind of have your trunk set out and all that. You're going to want to start to figure out where you're going to place your leaves. Which you'd think is not that difficult. Like, just, oh, pop it on there. But sometimes people don't do it right. So, with the tree I kind of want the area of the leaves to go out like this. And just kind of make branches like you'd see on a normal tree, as best as you can. You can't get all of them, because obviously normal trees have branches everywhere. Be way too difficult, but if you're kind of following this, you can see that I'm just randomly making these branches. Do that. Oh. Stupid commands. There we go. Anyway, I'm just making these, placing them randomly. Really? Out of nowhere. Just kind of make it look like it's flailing around everywhere. Look at that. Okay. And don't forget to go back, too. Sometimes I forget about that. It ends up looking really, really bad. Just looks pretty flat if you don't. And don't make all the branches on the same level. Like see how I started like 3 there, 2 here, and 1 up at the top. Okay, so now you have that. I always like to. I don't like these branches to not be seen because then it kind of defeats the purpose of them. So I kind of build 2 down from each of them, just as a little base to set myself off. And as you can see, it kind of looks nice when they hang down lower than that. Because any lower, like if they're like that, it kind of looks ugly and gross, you know. So I just do this real quick. Okay, now that you have all that done, look at that. It already looks like a tree, don't it? Looks super nice. Anyway, now what you should do is you should just cover all of it. Like on these top areas, just kind of go over the top of your thing. And if you're following along with this, don't just copy it straight off of it. Try to make your own. Try to do your own idea. Like, you don't want to have an identical looking tree because trees are supposed to be different. Everybody's different, right? Yeah. Everybody's a beautiful flower. Oh, squids. Anyway. Okay. So just filling up everything. Making sure that's done. Make sure there's nothing showing on the top. Okay. So now you can kind of see it. It kind of looks like a palm tree, doesn't it? A little bit. Okay. So now what you want to do is you want to go out to these branches. You want to go like 1 out. And then you want to try and connect it right over here, but you don't want to make it like a straight line. You want to kind of come out a little bit and then pop back in. Like a normal tree does. Like that. Look at that. Just like that. You want to do that around the whole thing so you connect every single one. Like this is looked a little too square for my liking. You can kind of see it already looks like a little tree. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go over the top and we're going to fill in things. So from this part, we're going to go in a little bit. And you don't want to make it super flat, so just kind of raise it up a little bit every so often. Yeah, that's good. And just kind of fill in these holes, but not like perfectly, you know? You want to make sure, and then like maybe on this part, raise it up a little because there's a branch there. It's got a lot of leaves on it. And then do the same over here. Like come in 1, maybe go up another level the next time. Spread 1 out 2. Want to use exponential values a lot. Like whenever I count things, I try to do 1 block, like 1 block, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, and it makes kind of this nice little arching kind of look to it, you know. And don't forget about the bottom. I'm not forgetting about that. I'll get to it in a second. And just kind of go around and fill in all these little spots on your tree. Okay, so I've just now finished up these little areas. See, and now you have a nice little canopy up above. Looks like a nice shape, right? Yeah, okay. So we go back down here, and you see, it kind of looks okay. Does look like a real tree and all that, but you want it to not be so bland in some areas. Like, I know you can see through trees in real life, but you kind of want it to be like that. And since we're kind of making this tree drape over, it's not always going to be flat. So just come up to these little areas and just kind of find a spot and just build down like a little bit like that. Just a little spot down. If you just place these, if you just place these little things all over, it kind of gives the tree a little bit more character, like it's weeping, like a weeping willow. I think that's what they're called. And especially in these areas where it's not that dense, you can kind of fill in some of it, and because you want to be able to see through it, but not very well. You know, you want it to appear as if there's a thick layer of leaves up there to block that sunlight out, like a regular tree would. And then I'm just gonna pop some down real quick, and you can do them on like close to the branches if you want, because that part doesn't really matter where you put them. You just want them to seem like they're very random, so don't like go 5 blocks away, don't count or anything, just randomly, like I choose here right next to that one, and then kind of make it look nice. So now we have that. We kind of want to make this look nice in the darkness too, because using shaders, everything in the night looks kind of bad. Well, not bad, but you plain old can't see it. Oh, what a beautiful sunset. Anyway, pop that back on. We finished the tree. I'm gonna say that. We're done with the tree. That's what it's gonna look like. It looks nice, right? Yeah. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little area just to sit down here, you know? But what do you see when you're like a bench? Okay, let's put it on the bench. Let's clear out this area a little bit. Oops, there we go. We'll pop in a little bench right here. It's a little long, isn't it? One right here. And then a second little one right here, just in case someone wants to join you. Let's make these benches look nice, real quick. No, this is not a tutorial on how to build the benches. Just on how to build a tree. But, you know, with every tree, you have to have an environment to go with it. So we got that. Okay? So now we need a little bit of light. So I am a very big fan of hanging lanterns in Minecraft. Not many people do it that I know of, but I like to do it, and some of the people I know, I like to do it a lot because you don't really see it often. So what we usually do is we go up here, and we'll just take this little, oh, come on there, there we go. We'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4, no, that's 3, 4, I think that's low, no, that's not low. Okay, there we go. We'll pop that on there. We'll just go like this. Put little wooden doors on it. Yeah. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. Just a little fancy addition to our thing. And we can do this anywhere. Like, really anywhere where there's a branch. It doesn't even have to be on a branch. It can just be on the leaves. It's not like people are gonna like worry about that. Like, oh my gosh, it's not being supported by something. Because come on now, this is Minecraft. You don't have to do that. Okay. There we go. Oh, that one's a little low hanging, isn't it? We'll just push it up a little bit. And the whole idea is that we're trying to make this look like a little peaceful area next to the water where You just sit down and relax. Of course, you can't do that. It's Minecraft, but you know, why are you building a tree in Minecraft if you don't want to have it be decorative? So this is like very non-usable. But you could like hide a little secret entrance in there one day. Maybe I'll make a video about that someday. But you know, and not everything has to be those lanterns. Like you can go like this and just pop in a torch right there. Yeah, there's a little addition. And then I always like to make pathways, so I hate it when they're straight pathways, so I'm gonna build one of mine. It's just kind of randomly breaking blocks. You're learning a lot today. How to break blocks, how to or not that, how to build paths, how to make a little area. I think I might make this into a series, actually, just making a little area. Nice little house. My garden. Yeah. Okay, and we're gonna go like this. Kind of fill it in with gravel, because gravel gives that feel that this place has been walked on. It's very traveled on. Traversed? No. Whatever. Lots of people have traveled on it. It looks beaten down. Okay. So now we got our little thing. We got our little benches and everything there. Now I really love to add flowers and all this kinds of stuff, so we're gonna get some roses, some peonies, and some lilac. We're just gonna throw them around everywhere, like just boom, rose right there, lilac, peony, lilac, peony, rose, just kind of randomly, you know, everywhere. We'll change it up a little bit. Maybe put an orchid right there. Right there. Then what we're gonna do, because this looks flat. Looks ugly. Looks like there's nothing there. You never want to have that. You always want, in Minecraft, you always want to have something. You want to have something going on if you're doing something like this involving trees and plants and all this. So you're gonna want to go around here and just kind of pop down the greenery again. You can make a couple that are very high. Like that. Yep. Boom. Throw it down. But when you're doing this, you don't want to get it on the pathway, because you want it to look like it's been used, like people use the pathway. So after you've done that, you can come in through here and just kind of break it. Oh, that was a nice plant. See how you guys kind of got this little area now to walk down. That rose is actually in the way. Plants are right there. Or let's go in with a different one. Let's do the oxeye daisy. There we go. Break that a little bit, and see, now you got a little area that you can come to and sit down. You might want to add some more light along the pathway, just to make it seem like it's here. Like boop, too high, bam, too high, too high. And with shaders, if you are using them, you're gonna want to place your lights very close, because at nighttime, if you're in survival, you will not see anything. There we go. So let's look at that. See, that looks nice. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I love that. I hope you guys like it. Let's check it out, what it looks like at night. Yeah, look at that. See, it gives off that appearance like, hey, you care about what you do in Minecraft. Let's do that. Okay. And we'll walk up to it. We'll walk up to it from the darkness. Isn't that just so beautiful? With the tree, it's all custom built. You got your lights set up. It's little lanterns. Got the moon reflecting off of the water. Everything just looks so beautiful. Another thing that you might want to do, it's not seen a lot in in regular areas, but lily pads, if you go to the swamps and you collect some, you can just throw them down on the water randomly, because it looks nice. Like, it gives a little bit of extra detail to it. You don't want to clump them up. You don't want to do that. No more than 2 in an area, but it just gives that feel like, hey, you're in a little area. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. As you can see, it looks in the tree. My next video, I might build a little house over here, and we'll see what happens then. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Desolate Smiles out.